Cringe. It's the one thing we all hope not to be, at least in the internet. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can commit a war crime and you'll get less backlash than being cringe. However, for something that so many of us want to avoid, it is quite literally impossible to. Just because of what cringe is. Because cringe basically just stems from an awkward feeling you get from acting in a way you yourself wouldn't anymore, or seeing someone act in a way that I guess you wouldn't anymore. So it's kind of fucking stupid. Which is why when you do anything new, you have a high possibility of being cringe in the eyes of your future self or in the eyes of someone else. And that may not make sense, but basically, when you do anything, although at the moment you may view that action and say it's fine, there will be a point in time where you change and then view that action and think to yourself that what you did is cringe. Because the version of you judging that action is different than the person who took that action, and it will therefore feel out of character. And in case you still don't understand, I'll show you with a personal example. During the pandemic, when I was, I believe, 12 or 11, I made a brick film channel called Frame Films, which is safe to say is pretty cringe now to me. Although, to be fair, the channel was more successful than mine. It had 237 subscribers. Mine only has 8 subscribers at the moment. So maybe I should be more cringe. I don't know. So, anyways, besides that stupid fucking tangent, I've recently been looking at the old videos. Well, not recently, more like 2 months ago. It's just I haven't fucking edited shit for this. I haven't done shit. But I looked at it 2 months ago, and I was thinking to myself, well, I wasn't actually thinking to myself. Well, I was thinking that it'd be good to put in the script that I was thinking to myself how I thought this video would be. Like, oh my fucking gosh, how I thought this video was good to post. How did I, see that video and say that was good to post? How could I look at something like this?
Hey, hi. Well, the video is gonna not be uploaded this week. Well, the video is being made. I'm making the video. Trust me, guys. Trust me. Trust me. So I'm not done taking the frames, and I'm not done doing the editing. So the video is gonna take a while. I'm pretty sure I can confirm that it will come next week. I think I'll have enough time by then. But I mean, I'll have to stress rush it a lot, which I really don't want to do. So yeah, it's gonna be like 2 minutes long, like the video. So it's gonna be the longest video I ever made.
Insert clip or this.
I wonder when people are gonna start coming. Wait, what just happened? I can't move. What do I do? Wait, what was I even doing anyways? Oh yeah, I remember. I was waiting for people to come. Did anyone come? I don't think so.
Insert clip and think to myself that's ready to post. But then I came to realize with my just genius mind that while now, yes, of course, I would obviously look at this and say it's cringe. The person who made this piece of art and the person judging this piece of art aren't the same person. The person who made these videos was a version of myself who was 12 years old and obviously had the comedic sense and maturity of a 12-year-old. I'm saying this, sort of saying the comedic sense and maturity of a 12-year-old like it's any better than that. I mean, I'm 18. I don't think it's gotten much better at all. I think of honestly, I should probably go back to my older ways. Anyways, so when now someone who's 18 years old and has experienced and developed in many new ways, no, just one new way. I discovered porn and I couldn't work. Um, I won't feel the same way about these videos. I'll be like, they're a bit awkward, out of character for me. And that's exactly what they are because I have changed, right? It's basically two different people. Like, I'm 18 and I'm a different person reacting to what a different person who was me at 12 made. And so there's not going to be an overlap in our common interests. And when it comes to feeling cringe about someone else's work or someone feeling cringe about what you made, it has to do with the same feeling that the person who made the work and the person judging work, it's feeling out of character, or I don't know. I mean, sometimes, like we go back to like, oh, how the fuck in 2018, how to do like myth or something. I didn't care about myth, but there's this trend, right? And it's like, all right, you look at that and say it's cringe because it's out of date now. I mean, it's out of character now. The people who made that, the people who enjoy that are different now. So of course it's like out of character, I guess. Right? But anyways, there's some things in life that you can do your whole life and it'll never feel cringe despite having changed as a person. For example, eating food. I'm never gonna cringe at the fact that I ate food because whether it be in 10 or 50 years, it is something that I always have to do. It's not changing. I mean, I hope not. I'm not sure if I'm gonna live in a dystopian society someday. I mean, you could argue that we already do, but I'm not gonna give a fuck. Um, but anyways, for this channel, I know I'm gonna cringe at it. I'm already cringing at it right now, so maybe I'm sort of disproving my point. But anyways, I mean, sometimes I look back at my older videos, the one I made 4 months ago, um, and I cringe. I'm like, what the fuck? I think there was one where I said like super buff, super tough, super tough. I don't know, but it was cringy. It's just fucking cringy, right? But I mean, I know like the way I make the script, not make the script, the script, or the way I edit, or just the cadence of the channel will be something that I will look at. And I'm gonna cringe, maybe a little bit, or maybe a lot in the future, and that's good. Or at least I tell myself that. You should always expect cringe and do things that have a high chance of being cringe. It's natural to sort of want to beat the system and try to be the least cringe possible. Try to predict what it's not going to be cringe. Like, I don't know. All right, make comments and statements that you feel will endure the test of time, or that at the very least you're going to be okay with. But this way of thinking lies flat when you realize that the person who's judging it in the future and the person making this aren't the same, and you can't predict the person in the future, right? It's just a useless battle. I mean, you don't know what's going to be cool in 5 years, so you just might as well make what's best today, right? Make what's best to you today, right? Fuck, I keep saying right. I'm not saying to embrace cringe or chase it, but don't be afraid or try to prevent it because it's a losing battle. Being cringe isn't objectively good or bad, or should even be used as a metric of it. It's instead of feeling that a version of you will feel in the future, judging a version of you or judging a past version of society that's indifferent or some shit. I think. The worst thing you can do is to play it safe. Things you do The things you do should not be like eating food, something which will never feel different to you because consuming food in itself is something you will always need to do. It's not changing, right? And don't confuse this with how you eat food. I'm just describing the fact that you need to eat food. Am I even fucking recording? Okay, I'm recording. The things you do in life should be like your voice, something that isn't inherently good or bad, however, something that will change in time. Now, your voice may not be good right now, or maybe you already know that in the future you're probably gonna hate your voice, or because it changes. No, in the future you're gonna hate how your voice is right now, right? But you shouldn't stop using your voice just because in the future you'll probably dislike your voice that you're using right now, right? So just treat cringe as a product of growth, nothing more or less. I know I will, right? Because if I don't, I'm not gonna post for another 4 months. Right? I'm gonna spend 1 year, 50 years trying to make the perfect video, only to cringe at it the next day. What a shitty line. Are we at the 8 minute mark? We're not at the 8 minute mark. Sorry, guys. Um, so I just want to say, I know this video is kind of shit, but the fact is that I haven't made anything, and I need to get something out. Even if it's like the worst video ever, I just need to get something out. This video is gonna be so poorly edited, and honestly, I can't be bothered because I just need to get something out, just something out. Can the 8 minute mark reach? Holy fuck, bro! We reached the 8 minute mark.